You know how the Chinese president doesn't really leave China for anything unless he's meeting somebody big or something like that? Well, supposedly I heard that he had a meeting, I believe it was with the Saudi Arabian prince.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be over oil, I believe. Like a big deal or something like that going down. And what I heard, the Chinese and the Saudi Arabians, I think it is, and Russia are starting like, I don't know, like a power. And I hear that it is the beginning to like start taking the United States down or something like that, because the Saudi Arabians have terms that we will not get involved or anything like that with Ukraine, but since we did, I hear that they went back on that contract they had with us, and now they're siding with the Chinese and Russia.
I did hear something about that, something similar along those lines. However, I heard it from another end, more or less. I try to keep up with like financial stuff, like money wise and housing market and interest rate. I try to keep up with certain things, just to keep myself educated and trying to stay ahead, right? Like, by no means am I an expert in the field, but I try to keep up in it. And from what I heard was that Saudi Arabia and China have decided to, they're no longer supporting the U.S. dollar. So what that means is they're kind of use their own currency, they're going to, or a different currency, no longer prioritize and keep the United States dollar as the main currency, which is something that Russia did last year when they started the whole thing with Ukraine.
I think that was like thrown into it too, but I forgot. But now since you're saying that, it's coming back to me too. I think that was in there too.
Yeah.
But
and
go on.
China it's a huge country, right? Like they have a big portion of the United States dollars, and and if they dump it, right, like if they stop using it, then that kind of weakens the strength and the authority that the United States dollar holds. And if larger countries are no longer carrying the United States dollar, it brings the value of the dollar down. And it could possibly mean that it will no longer rule supreme as the top currency globally. And that means that the United States would be in deep shit, because that's the main currency that we have. That's the only currency we have. And if it loses its value, we're screwed.
They're a world country over here.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna. We're gonna feel the pain train.
Tickets, please. Jesus, the tickets, please guy is cut.
And if they're with Russia, which is another huge global power, imagine that, dude.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Yeah, we're definitely, things are not looking good. The powers that be are doing some questionable stuff. Inflation is hurting these days. Price of eggs, a carton of eggs is what, $9?
Something like that.
$8?
For like,
I mean,
like a
it's
dozen or 18
right now.
pack. I think it's like an 18 pack, right?
Dude.
That's like $9.
And dude, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts to eat breakfast.
I hear people are smuggling eggs now instead of drugs. They've been bringing them eggs through, man. For real. I
want
heard
your white eggs, or do you want the brown eggs?
No, but for real, I think it was on Fox News that they're stopping people from crossing the border from smuggling eggs.
Wow. Are you serious?
I think so. Look it up. Look it up. Do some research right now.
Let's look that up. Let's look it up. There we go. As egg prices rise, so do attempts to smuggle them from Mexico. Wow. I actually have not heard about this, but I'm not surprised. That's insane.
Hey, they should be happy. At least there ain't drugs on the streets now. It's eggs.
Man, that's
bad.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah, like I've joked around, like I'm gonna go buy some chickens. I'm gonna keep them in my backyard. HOA's gonna be all up my ass so fast, dude. It's no, thank you. That's crazy. But fuck, Oh man, I can't believe it's from San Diego. Just people trying to come in with eggs. That's crazy.
Wait, HOA can stop you from having chickens?
Oh yeah, dude. The HOA's a bunch of assholes, man. I cut down during the freeze that we had here in Houston. A couple years
your
back.
bushes. You told me.
Yeah, my bushes froze. They died, and I chopped them down because they were dead. They were not growing back. I chopped them down, and fucking HOA sent me a thing in the mail. Like, hey, you're supposed to tell us that you want to do things before you do to your own house. It's like, man, fuck you guys. It's my property. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, they can't kick you out, right?
No, fuck them. They can kiss my ass.
They can't bill you anything?
Oh, they can bill me. They've billed me before, and I refuse to pay them. Fuck them.
Nice.
I ain't gonna pay them.
Okay.
I mean, they'd probably take me to court, but...
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Anyways, back to eggs. Yeah, dude. Inflation
Drug
sucks.
dealers. Yeah.
Inflation sucks. The power of the dollar seems to be diminishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially after all the stimulus checks that were passed out, all that extra currency that was printed just to keep up with everything that was promised.
Yeah. That's insane, dude.
What's wrong with my chicken?